fragrance review. And we just gonna hop right into it without any further ado. But if you haven't already, like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel. As you already know, that helps out the algorithm and it helps me become more noticeable in your YouTube timeline. So today is a fragrance from 1992, and this house puts out quality fragrances constantly, and it is associated with being player and, you know, having your finances together, and that's none other than the house of Cartier. Some people say Cartier, but I'm from the South, so we say Cartier, put a Y in it. And that's none other than Pasha De Cartier, and this is an EDT 100 ml, and the atomizer on it is great, nice big burst. As you can see, even all the way out here, it's a strong. Man, that smells good. Nice, great atomizer. Puts out a 500 of a burst, you know, so it covers a lot of area. So you don't have to keep spraying over and over and over. So when I think about this fragrance, I associate it with when I was growing up. I remember, you know, you see cats with the crease jeans on and the Cutlass and the Regals riding around bumping UGK, because y'all used to always hear about Pimp C rap about Cartier glasses. So me, when I smell this fragrance, it associates me with somebody that, you know, well groomed. It's a manly man's fragrance, but not in a sense where it's real pungent, because it has a kind of citrus sweetness to it, which we'll get into in the note breakdown. But I think about, you know, Cutlass Supremes and Regals and Sedan DeVille's and Buick LeSabres, those type of cars, Cadillacs, you know, just the real player cars, Lincoln Town car, Lincoln Continentals, you know, those type of cars, you know, that the OGs used to drive back in the day, you know, in the early 90s. You know, it just, you know, had some type of manliness about them, some type of you know, player aspect, you know, in the sense of like just fresh and, you know, well groomed and well put together. If somebody would use to smell this on somebody that walked past you, you would be like, man, that person got some little paper in their pocket. This is a great, I think it's a great all day fragrance. I sprayed it on me this morning around 7:30. My wife dropped me off at the shop. She came pick me up around 6 o'clock, and when I hopped in the truck, first thing she said was, "Dang, you still smell good." So that was 7:30 to 6 o'clock, and this, you know what, that's at least 8-9 hours, and you can still smell it coming off my clothes. Like I say, it's a great fragrance, great for the season that we're going into, which is the fall and the winter. It has enough sweetness to it not to be real bitter, but enough earthy notes and enough spice in it to last you cut through that winter wind. So let's hop into the main accord. And if you're new to the fragrance world, accord is just adjectives that describe what you're smelling in the notes. It's aromatic, which is, yeah, this thing fill up a room. It gets into the air, man, and you can smell it. It's woody, it's fresh, spicy, lavender, green, mossy, earthy, soft, spicy, balsamic, and this. So when you hop into the note breakdown, like I said, it came out in 1992, which gives it a kind of regalness to it too, because it doesn't smell like a lot of things that's coming out today that's full of emboxing, and there isn't anything wrong with that. But, you know, a lot of times a lot of fragrance try to recreate, you know, what's popular, versus with this, it came out before a lot of inspired fragrances that's out now. So you're not gonna smell like a lot of people with this on. A lot of people don't even know about this, and that's young, or just in general, period, that's not frag heads. So the note breakdowns are lavender, mint, caraway, and this, and mandarin orange. So that lavender and mint just mixed together so well in the opening of this fragrance. And that caraway kind of adds a spiciness to it, but that mandarin orange and that anise, that gives it a kind of a citrusness. I don't even know if that's a word, but I'm gonna use it. It gives it some type of a citrus flavor to it in the opening that adds to it kind of being kind of sweet. But that lavender and that mint mixed with that lavender adds a freshness to it. Just think about how you would brush your teeth and you kind of take in the breath and how your mouth just feels so refreshed and so clean. That's what that mint does to the opening notes. And the middle notes are Cardamom and Brazilian rosewood. The base notes are oak moss, sandalwood, patchouli, and lavender. And this is where this fragrance really shines at, because that oak moss, and when it adds to that sandalwood, which gives it a kind of creaminess to it in the dry down, but that patchouli is kind of bitter and it's kind of sweet. So it kind of balances out the whole fragrance in totality, which gives it that kind of manliness to it, but not so pungent, because that patchouliness and that sandalwood adds to the bitterness of it, and you kind of still get that mandarin in the end, if that makes sense, which adds to it being kind of versatile. So you kind of get the best of both worlds. It's bitter and it's sweet, but not in a pungent way, just like in the real player way, So on a scale of 1 to 10, I give this fragrance an 8 overall. I think it's a must-have in anybody's collection, because for one, it's a type of regalness to it. It's vintage, and how you know where you're going unless you know where you come from. And you can never go wrong with a name like Cartier in your fragrance collection. Like I said, when I hear that word Cartier, I always think about Pimp C. One song always comes to my head when he was singing, you lost your spot, you ain't hot. You sleep on your mama couch. The game been good to me. That's what I just think about when I smell this fragrance, man. Like, the game been good to me. Got a little money in my pocket, and I'm doing all right in life. Thank you all for tuning in. The fragrance was Pasha De Cartier. I'm your boy Razor Ramon the Barber. And as always, like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks for your support. We're on the road to 100. Until next time, instant transmission.